Hi guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel. I am excited for today's video. Let's get started. I don't want to have a long intro. Okay, so we are going to be doing a update on the Project Pan for 2023. Last update I did was in the month of March. Today's the last day of April, so it's going to be May when you're seeing this at some point in time. So, I have some products I used up and some products we're going to be able to mark some new lines on. I'm realizing I need my Sharpie. Okay, first up is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Now, I have used up a lot of this. Before I put the new mark, I'll just let you guys see how much I've used. So I have went down probably like an inch, I would say, from this mark all the way down here where it's at currently. So I'm going to go ahead and re-mark this now. I'm going to say next update I will have used that product up and be able to work in a new setting spray. And I've actually changed my mind on this product. At first I thought I really didn't like this. I felt like it did not help my makeup last. But I've realized I have been enjoying using this like when I do my foundation and like set it with my powder. Then putting this on top of like my powder to like really lock the foundation in, or even putting on my primer and putting this on before I start my foundation. I feel like those two ways really helps my makeup stay on longer. So I'm actually going to be sad to use this up. I might need to repurchase this, but it's really expensive. Okay, moving on to the next product, which I got moved into my empties bag. And this is arguably the most exciting thing out of the entire video. My Too Faced bronzer is completely used up. I finished using this probably 2 weeks ago. And I am so excited. I've used this up finally. It has taken me a year and 4 months. A year and like 4 months. So I'm going to hold it up over here and I'll try to put in a picture of what it looks like now. Or like what it did my last update. But it's completely used up, so I won't be able to, you know, it's not like you're seeing progress. There's no more progress. We're done here. So this I'm so excited to officially use up and work out of my collection and be able to add it into the makeup empties for my year-end makeup empties project. So next up on the list was the, Touch and Soul primer. Now, I thought I was going to be working this in and using this, but this primer, sad to say, is like as hard as a rock in here. I did not realize it had like really dried up on me to a point where it's just not usable. So I went ahead and threw this into the empties bin, and I realized that right after filming that video, like the next day. So I decided to put in the Wet n Wild Impossible primer. This is a really good primer. I love this product. And just so you know, I weighed it because it's really hard to like tell like where you're at on this product. So starting out, this product weighed 1 ounce exactly. And it says you get 0.84 fluid ounces, but the product as a whole, when I started, weighed 1 ounce. And today when I weighed it, it officially weighed 0.8 ounce. So I used up 2/10 of an ounce. So I'm really excited about that. I actually feel like I can like squeeze it down, and I've like used up this much right here to like where my fingers is at. I am gonna go ahead and mark that because I feel like I can actually see like that is where I'm at. So I went ahead and put a mark there. So that's where I'm at on that product. Next up is the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. So last time on my update, I put it as I was right here, and I've officially used this up. I can no longer, I can pump and nothing comes out, and I literally don't have a way to like get the packaging off of here to like be able to like get a scraper in there or anything. So this product is officially an addition to the empties pile, so that is 2 empties for this project pan. I feel like I can't think of my words today. So I used this up in about, I would say, a couple weeks ago, and I have been working on using the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. I have been working on this one, and it sits like sitting up in my everyday makeup drawer down here, and I feel like I can kind of tell like a line on this one, but I can't seem, I don't know. I'm gonna put a line where I think it is, and we're just gonna go with that. So I'm gonna show y'all where I think. So I think like that is where I'm at currently on the foundation. We're gonna see if that's actually true, if I can maybe try to get it to settle. It'd be really nice if I could get it to settle, but okay. Next up is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in Turks and Caicos, and this one has been fun. I will show you guys my progress. I'm actually really excited about this one. So we officially have pan now. This is exciting. This is really exciting. So here's what the product looks like now. I have a lot of pan actually. I'll put up a picture over here as to what the product looked like starting over a month ago on this. As you can see, I had no pan at all. I have used this almost every day for the past month and a half since I last updated you guys on my project pan, and I have been using this and then putting a powder blush like on top, or like layering this with other colors just to kind of be able to reach a pan in this project, in this item. I'm not gonna work this out. I'm gonna leave it in because I actually want to use this up. I think that would be really fun if I could use up a blush for this year. So that is what that product is looking like. Next up is the e.l.f. Lip Scrub in the Dunkin' Donuts collection. And I realized, like, I have been marking this wrong on the container. I don't know why. Because when I put it up to my ring light, you can see the light shining through, and it's actually, like, those are the lines, but the actual, like, product is, like, down here. So I don't know how I've been marking this wrong, but I'm gonna, like, turn it to the other side of the tube and mark it correctly. I don't really know what happened. I think I just didn't see where the product actually was, and then from there on marked it wrong. I don't really know. I don't really know what happened with this product. And if you guys are thinking, oh, is she wearing pink eyeliner and pink mascara? Yes, I am wearing pink eyeliner and I am wearing pink mascara. I tried out the pink mascara from Relove, the new brand to Walmart, and let me just say, I really love this pink mascara look. Not sure if I'm going to be brave enough to wear it to work or not. That's a trick question. But yes, I'm wearing pink eyeliner and pink mascara today, if you were wondering that. So next up on the list is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. So since I used up my Too Faced bronzer, I was able to start officially using this bronzer. So, here's what the bronzer looks like currently. I will put up a picture as to what the bronzer looked like when I first started. I have been able to tell, like, I've used up some of the indentions in the product as to when it was like first pressed and everything. Like the little wavy pattern is kind of gone there in the middle. So I feel like I have made a little bit of progress, but I have heard that this one takes a really long time to hit pan on as well. I feel like bronzers in general can take a long time because they give you a lot of product. Except for Physicians Formula. I can go through a Physicians Formula bronzer pretty quick. Okay, next up on the list is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush. Now, I feel like I've actually made some progress on this blush. I'm actually kind of excited to show you guys. So here's what the blush is looking like. If you can see the flowers, I've like there's not as much of like indentions as to the flowers. They've kind of gotten smoothed over. Like, I feel like I've used a good amount of this product. I'll put up a picture and maybe you guys can tell a difference in the product. But I have been layering this blush on top of the e.l.f. cream bronzer, and these two paired together actually look really pretty. So that's how I've been using that product. Next up is the Tarte Shape Tape Powder. And this one, when we last checked in, I was right here, and I have completely used this one up. I actually cut out the netting so that way I could like completely get everything out of here. So this one is officially the third empty for this project pan. This project is going quite well. I'm actually very excited to use up another makeup product. And then next up and lastly on the project pan 10th item on my list is the Lucky Me perfume. And also I completely used this one up as well. I actually used the last little bit while I was putting on my makeup today, so there is no more of this one left. I used up like that whole bit. I officially used up 4 items since the last check-in. I actually feel like that is really good. So I'm going to gather up 4 items to replace the 4 that I used up, and actually it'd only be 3 because I replaced the Beauty Blender foundation with this foundation already. So it'll only be 3. So I'm going to go gather those items and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back with the 3 products to replace my products I used up. So first up, to replace the Too Faced bronzer, I'm actually putting in a highlighter. And I haven't been using highlighters as much, but I picked out this Tarte highlighter in the shade Stunner. Now, this product actually holds a lot of nostalgia for me. This is like one of the first products I got in like one of my very first Ipsy bags. So it's kind of nostalgic, but I have used quite a bit of it. So I feel like I could maybe hit pan on it this year, which would be really neat. I went ahead and swatched it for you guys. You can see it's just a really pretty like champagne-y, it's a really pretty highlighter. So I would like to try to hit pan on this year. It'd be really good too. Next up, to replace the Beauty Blender no, I already did the foundation. To replace the Tarte Shape Tape Powder, I decided to put in a single eyeshadow. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Set to Stun. It's a really pretty, I'll go ahead and swatch it. So here's what it looks like swatched and in the component. It's really pretty, like, it says it's the Ultra Glitter Super Shock. It's a really pretty pink shade. So I don't know if I'd be able to hit pan on that this year, but I think it's a good goal, and maybe I can try. But I don't really like setting myself, like, what's the word, like confining myself to certain, like a certain eyeshadow palette. That's why I really don't put eyeshadows in my project pan, like eyeshadow palettes, because I like to always use something different on my eyes almost every day when I put my makeup on. So that's why I never have put in eyeshadow palettes. So I thought I would just try a single eyeshadow, and sometimes on my early days I'll use just like a one and done shadow. So I'm going to try to put this one in this rotation, see how it goes. And lastly, to replace the Lucky Me perfume, I picked out another perfume. This is the Butter Paradise Ede perfume. It is like halfway gone, as you can see there. So I feel like I could probably use this up before the next check-in. Like, I feel like I could use it up completely. I am going to go ahead and mark it, but I feel like this one will kind of be an easy one, but it's always good to have an easy one, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. So those are the items I'm now adding into the project pan. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long. And don't forget, you're absolutely stunning. Bye y'all. Thanks for watching.